Hello guys, we are going to see about virtual machines. So virtual machines are nothing but running a guest OS in your currently running host PCs. So for this we need two softwares. Basically, one is the virtual machine softwares, others the guest OS. So these are some of the best virtualization softwares that are available, like VMware, VirtualBox, Parallel Desktop. So in this, I'm going to choose VirtualBox. So VirtualBox is really a lightweight virtualization software, and it almost supports all the three OS systems like Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. So now I'll go to the downloads page and see how the web page looks like. This is the download page of VirtualBox. VirtualBox is a product of Oracle, and you can see different links have been provided for each platform, like Windows, Mac, Linux, and Solaris, etc. So since I'm running host, my host is Windows 10, so I'll on Windows host, and you can see the download page is automatically opened, and you can see VirtualBox installation here. So I'll give install, I'll give save. So it's been installing. It's 103 MB file. Okay, let's wait till it's been downloaded. So you can see the Windows have, I mean VirtualBox have been downloaded. It's 103 MB file, and I'll click it. The setup has been started. I'll give next, and you can see this is the things that are going to be downloaded in your system, like USB support, networking, bridge, host, etc. Let's see the disk space which it occupies. So in the required column, you can see it occupies about 422 MB. So okay, I'll give next, and you can see the several options like start menu, shortcut. I'll go with the default, and I'm not going to change anything here, and I'll give next. You can see the interface, which means it will disconnect from the net if you're being connected till now. Still, it's been installed. Or you give OK and click install here. So it's very quite simple process. Only it will take only few minutes, not even minutes. It will just finish in a second. I mean within seconds. Okay, it's been downloaded. I'll give finish. Let's see how the GUI of the VirtualBox look like. So I'm going to the VirtualBox GUI. So it's look like this. It has several options like preference, import, export, new, and add. So let's keep this aside, and we'll focus now on the guest OS. So in my case, I'm going to download Kali Linux, which is used for security and penetration purpose like that. So let's see. First, we can go to the Kali Linux website. So that is kalilinux.org. So this is how the website looks. Downloads. And you can see the interface. This is how the interface looks. Okay, now I'll click the download button. It asks you to choose the platform in which you should download. There are several options like AR, mobile, cloud, container, live root, etc. So what we need is virtual machines. So I click on the virtual machines. It comes here, and it have two options, VMware and VirtualBox. So I'll click on VirtualBox here. So once I click, you can see the download option has been asked. So it will be downloaded in Open Virtualization RQ format, which is a OAV format. VirtualBox also supports disk image, so I'm going with the disk image instead of OVA. So I'm giving cancel, and I'll go to the bare metal section. which will have the disk image of the Kali Linux software. So you can see it has been three types: weekly installer, net installer. I'll give the complete installer, which is named as the installer. It will take 4.3 gigabytes. So you can see here it is ISO file, which it means the disk image. So I'll install this. So let's wait till it's been installed. But I'll you cancel because I have the software already. So I'll install with that software now. So let's see how to set up the Kali Linux in the virtual box now. So you can see the properties. I'm having the old one, older version. This is the 2020.4. It's 4.1 GB, and now see we can import it into the virtual box. So give the new option in the toolbar, and it logs for the name and the type of the version, type of the OS which are going to run. So I'll give Kali Linux, and I'll choose the version as Debian 64-bit. So, and I'll give next. It will ask for the RAM size which you are going to allocate for the virtual box. So I'll bit increase it, and I'll set as 2048. Okay, 2048 MB, and I'll give next, and I'll create a virtual admin, and type, and it asks for hard disk. I'll give okay, dynamically allocate, and it's asking for location, file, and size. Okay, I set it to 16 GB. I'll create it, and you can see several descriptions have been given here, like general, system, display, storage, audio, etc. So you can see this in the settings option also. I'll click settings. You can see here the same option have been given here in with several other options also. So in advanced tab, I'll go and click bidirection, because you can move any folder from the host to the guest or guest to the host. So I'll do that, and in the base and in the systems tab, I will deselect the floppies thing, and I'll enable EFI, and going to the display. I'll set the video memory to higher action, like 72 MB, and storage. This is the main part. Click on the empty here, and you can see the disk icon here. Click the disk file. So disk file is nothing but the Linux software which have been you downloaded, Kali Linux. So that the iOS file which have been downloaded. Thank you open, and it's having about 4.1 gigabytes. Okay, and I'll disable the audio, because I need no need the audio in the Linux version. So I'll disable it, and in the network section you have total 4 adapter. I don't need the network section now, as of now, because while I'm connected to internet in the host thing, I'll also get in the guest OS also. So I'll keep the option as such, and you can see some changes after that, changing everything. So audio is disabled. So now we are ready to go, and we'll go to the start. So it has three options: normal, headless, and detachable. I'll go with the normal start first. I'll click on the normal start here. So it asks for the ISO file which have been downloaded. So only Linux has been available. I'll give OK, and in a few seconds the Kali Linux will be getting ready to run. So you can see the several options here, which is graphical install, advanced option, etc. So I'll go with the graphical install option here. So now we are going to set up Kali Linux here. So this is a several big process. It will take up to 30 to 40 minutes. So first it asks for the language. I'll go with English, and location next. I'll choose India. It asks for the keyboard type. I'll go with the default, and then now it will come to detect and mount install. So it will ask for several host names, the domain name, etc. I'm giving a certain name, and password also. It's asking for password. So we are done with that. Now we will go to the partition disks. So now it will ask for the partitions of the disk. So you can see it has been with four options: entire disk, setup LVM, and manual, and another thing, encrypted LVM. So I'll go with the entire disk, since we are running it in a virtual box. So we no need to categorize spaces for each partition. So once you give the normal thing, it will be divided into several size, and it will get start dividing it. So I'll give okay, and it will continue to divide it. So now it will ask for the what are the tools to run. So I'll go with the default, and it starts running. So this installation process will take up to 30 to 40 minutes. So we should wait till that. It's a long process, so we can wait. So now we can see the installation has been completed, and I'm giving okay, it is in the final stage, and it has been rebooted. So you can see this is how it will look when you are again coming and running the Linux in the virtual box. So it has been started. So it's been running, started running. So now it's asking for the username and password which are given during the installation. So I'll give it, and I'll give login. Now you can see this is the GUI of Kali Linux. It's been started. You can see here. So you can see here now. I'll go to the full screen mode. So this is how it looks like. You can see the menu option here. I'll go there. This is how the web look like. Then I'll click on the terminal now. So you can see this is how the terminal looks like. You can see the domain name and the root name have been mentioned like Pratik here. So I'll close now. I'll shut down. So it's logging off. This takes only a few minutes. It is very fast when regardless to our host PC. And once you are going to start again, the same thing will be continued. I mean the installation won't be asked you. It will directly open to the grub router, and it will start running. It will ask for your password and username, and they can run Linux on the virtual box. Thank you.